Generative engine optimization is the hidden map of the AI era, where ideas become signals and the web slowly learns whose voice truly matters. Search is shifting from ranking pages to answering questions and generating answers. And generative engine optimization is how knowledge gets included in those answers. I still remember what search engine used to feel like. Back then, it was a bit like wandering through a huge, messy library where the librarian had disappeared. You type something into a search bar, hit enter, and get a lot of lists of blue links. Then the real work started. Opening tabs, scanning pages, closing the ones that weren't helpful, and hoping one of them actually answered your question. For years, the web ran on a fairly predictable system. Keywords mattered, backlinks mattered. If you worked in digital marketing or publishing, you probably spent a lot of time trying to figure out what search engines wanted and then adjusting your content to match. SEO became its own discipline, and something interesting happened back then. Sometimes it felt like everyone was playing the same endless game of trying to stay one step ahead of the algorithm. But things are starting to change. Instead of just pointing us toward information, AI systems are increasingly producing the answers themselves. When you ask a question now, you're often giving a summary or explanation right away, something that pulls together ideas from many different sources. The experience feels different. It's less like browsing a directory of websites and more like asking a very well-read friend who has already done the search for you. Whether the topic is climate policy, travel planning, or how to market a small business, the response is often a synthesized answer rather than a list of places to click. This shift is where a new idea comes in: generative engine optimization, or GEO. If traditional SEO was about getting your page to rank high enough that someone would click on it, GEO is about something slightly different. It's about making sure your knowledge and expertise are actually understandable to AI systems that generate answers. That might sound like a subtle difference, but it changes the strategy quite a bit. In the traditional model, success usually meant one thing: traffic. If your page ranked on the first page of search results, people would click, visit your site, and hopefully stick around. But generative search engines change the destination. Often the AI reads multiple sources, summarizes them, and presents the result directly to the user. Your carefully written 2,000-word article might end up contributing just a sentence or two to the final answer. For creators, writers, and businesses, that can feel a little unsettling. If the search engine itself becomes the answer, where does that leave the people producing the content, right? This is where GEO comes into the picture. Rather than trying to game an algorithm, the focus shifts toward clarity and structure. Information that's well organized, factual, and easy to interpret becomes much more useful to AI systems. In practice, that often means writing in a way that's straightforward and transparent. Clear headings help. Logical structure helps. Language that actually explains something instead of hiding behind marketing jargon helps even more. Interestingly, those are the same qualities that make writing better for human readers too. There is also a deeper change happening in how technology interprets language. For a long time, search engines treated text mostly as collections of keywords. I've been talking about search engines from earlier engines until the more advanced ones in my videos 10 years ago, 12 years ago. And I categorized them, these different search engines. You may check out on AI Innovation with Maria Johnsen YouTube channel and go back like 10, 12 years ago. You'll see my videos about how search engines worked before. Generative AI is designed to understand meaning and context, which changes what effective content looks like. Repeating a phrase over and over doesn't help much more anymore. A thoughtful explanation written by someone who genuinely understands the subject tends to be far more valuable. If someone asks an AI about multilingual marketing, for example, it probably won't show 10 blog posts the way search engines used to. Instead, it will explain the concept, outline a few useful strategies, and maybe mention people or organizations that are known in that space. If your work isn't clearly positioned as credible or knowledgeable, it simply might not show up in that answer. For people who have worked online for a long time, this creates an interesting shift in perspective. The metrics we've relied on for years, rankings, clicks, page views, don't fully capture what visibility means anymore. A more interesting question might be, does the AI know you exist? Does it recognize your work? Does it reference your ideas when answering questions? Those kind of signals are harder to measure, but they're becoming more important. None of this means the old internet is disappearing. When I say SEO is dead, I mean the old SEO is dead. Websites still matter, and traditional search still plays a huge role in search, shopping, and discovery. But the gateway into the web is changing. In some ways, we are moving from a web made of pages connected by links to a web made of knowledge connected by meaning. And there is a bit of irony in that. After decades of trying to optimize content for algorithms, the rise of AI might end up rewarding something much simpler: clear thinking, real expertise, and writing that actually helps someone understand a topic better. Back then, people who wanted to show their expertise either bought a link placement on highly ranked websites in order to be more appearing on search results, because then those highly ranked websites presented them and their name. So this is how they were recognized. And in some instances, people bought link placements, especially on Forbes, HuffPost, and Search Engine Land, Search Engine Journal, in order to be recognized. Now all this stuff are not valuable anymore for the middleman who lacks networking and stuff like that. In other words, the best way to be visible in the future might be the same thing that always worked in the past, but kind of different though. Say something useful and say it well. I have published a book, my Doctrine for GEO and Cognitive Dominance. After publishing over 100 books since 2013 on the internal mechanics of AI, from the mathematical signatures of integrated information theory to the defensive architecture of robust machine learning, neural networks, search engine evolution, multilingual digital marketing, SEO, and more, one truth becomes undeniable. The digital marketing world is still using paper maps for a world that has been entirely rewritten in code. Most people see generative AI as a tool for content. I see it as a complete restructuring of human discovery. I wrote the GEO frontier to bridge the gap between the engine room of AGI, I have a channel for it on YouTube, and the boardroom. This is not a collection of prompts of temporary hacks. It's my GEO Doctrine, a technical blueprint designed for those who need to command the generative mind of AI and secure cognitive dominance before the frontier is fully claimed. In the era of information synthesis, you're either the primary source or you are noise. My book ensures you are the source. And this is not a book about that you read it in 2026 and forget about it. This is a blueprint. Until next time, have a good day.